Hi, my name's Dougie from Edinburgh Bike Fitting, and in this video I'm going to be telling you the main differences between the MX238, the MX238XC and the MX238 Gravel. So let's get started and have a look. This is the MX238. So this shoe is a little bit in the middle between the two others. So first of all, there are some similarities, so let's just briefly cover them. It's still the same last. In effect, it's the same shoe. It's got the same sole in the sense of it's the same bit of carbon fibre that runs the whole way through the shoe, and you have the same heel gripper inside the shoe, and I guess like the shape itself is generally the same. So if you kind of were closing your eyes as such, you wouldn't necessarily feel much of a difference, apart from in terms of like the weight of the shoe. So let's kind of get into it now. First off, the 238 has a full grain leather upper, so to touch this is actually quite soft, but at the same time it's fairly robust. So for instance, because of its leather, you know, if you were to scrape it against a branch or a tree root, for instance, you would probably find that it would stand up to the test pretty well. The stitches are all kind of double stitching as well, so if you have a little bit of a closer up look, it's not as if the shoe's been designed to take it easy. This is like a really robust off-road cycling shoe. What you can see in this shoe is there's little patches of like hellcore leather, so you can see the toe has been slightly more reinforced. So if you were to stub your toe against a rock as you unclip against maybe in a turn, or you can't quite get up a techy bit of trail, for instance, if you hit your toe off the tree stump or the bit of rock, it's going to take some of that impact out of it for you. You get similar bits of like hard material around the heel where it's likely you might just scuff it against something or your bike. This shoe's been kind of a little bit more reinforced, and as such there's a bit of a, if you like, a weight penalty over the gravel shoe that you can kind of feel when it's on your foot, I guess. So maybe take it back, if you close your eyes and you put all three of them on, there would be a slight difference, and that would be the weight really. Now let's have a look at the underside of the shoe. So from the toe all the way down to the heel, all of the gaps have been, if you like, they've been covered. So if you, especially in Scotland, it's very unlikely that you're going to be on a off-road ride that doesn't involve a puddle. So unclipping your foot and putting it down, you're not going to be getting your socks drenched straight away. Yes, there's vents on the top of the shoe, so if it's raining or you fully submerge your foot, there's only so much that shoe can do, but just by walking around on wet ground, you're not going to be like putting your foot under that much of a if you like, a soaking. And so that would be the kind of the core features of the 238 that separate it from its two other twins. So let's have a look at the gravel shoe next. So the gravel shoe comes in two main upper types. It's got the suede, which is this finish. It also has a kind of Clarino microfiber upper as well. Now the suede upper is really, really soft, and out of all three, this shoe is by far the lightest. This is actually my personal favourite finish actually of all three, but we'll keep my opinion out of it. You don't have the same protection around the heel cup, so the shoe is going to be more prone to scuffing. You also don't have that same protection around the toe, so if you smack your toe off a rock, again, once they've been bedded in, there's a little bit less protection. But that being said, you can see it's quite squishy around the top, but there is a little bit of something inside there, just to kind of give you a little bit of protection, but not as much. The other difference, if you like, is you can see quite clearly that this shoe doesn't have a rubber, if you like, grip that goes the full length. So there are vents on this shoe. Because it's a gravel shoe, it really is kind of designed for that, I mean ideally for that sort of like fire trail. This is still a very capable off-road shoe, but actual true gravel road riding would be the kind of the core purpose of why you would want to buy this shoe. It is lighter, it will get broken down first. That being said, it's still very well made. All the stitches are still double stitching, and it's still a really nice solid feel to it. It's not going to be breaking in a hurry. And now let's move on to the XC. So this shoe would be ideal for if you were, if you like, cross-country mountain biking, or for instance if you were maybe racing cyclocross, so there's a chance racing cyclocross, a very high chance that you're going to be off and on the bike all the time, and so this upper is really reinforced. You've got this full-blown like Hellcore leather, so it's just a little bit thicker, more heavy-duty leather. It also comes installed with like already with studs in it, so if you're kind of running up the side of a hill in a cross race or back down again, there's going to be kind of that pre-built grip into the shoe. Now, that's not to say that on the other two shoes you can still put studs in them, so don't buy these if don't not buy these because you think you can't get studs in them. You definitely can, but these ones just come with them installed in the first place. And that would be kind of the main reason you would buy this shoe, is if you knew that you were going to be giving your off-road shoes a pounding on foot, if you like, and off the bike. Sorry, on and off the bike. Going to the sole of the shoe, it still kind of has the same rubber grip features as the intermediate version. Basically the same underneath. It's just that upper on this XC version is more heavy duty, and it's kind of that Hellcore leather all around. So to kind of hold this in my hand versus the other one, they're very, very similar in weight. So it's not like a huge difference, but holding this gravel version in my hand, it is just that little bit lighter, and I can like feel obviously on the upper that it's gonna, well, this is gonna not give me as much protection as this one would give me. And this upper is gonna be lasting far more, if you like, well, far longer as I kind of grind it into that kind of grippy muck that's going to be taking its toll on it. So there you are. That's the key differences really between the MX238, the MX238 Gravel, and the MX238 XC. Thanks very much for watching.